Hello, Mr. So-and-so here again, and now another ranged video. With the two bowguns, I will start with the light bowgun, heavy bowgun coming right after. Now, let's first have a look at the equipment. We only have to pick one light bowgun in the demo. You can see we have special ammo called Wyvern Blast, but it's very likely that the full game will offer more let's say the special attacks for the bowguns. We do have actually two heavy bowguns with different special ammo, so yeah, let's be hopeful the same will be the case for the light bowgun. Now, very often the light bowgun is described as a support weapon. In particular, in the old Monster Hunter games, you had groups that were using heavy bowguns for the damage and a light bowgun for the support, mainly paralyzing, poisoning, sleeping the monster, sometimes also healing teammates, but that's definitely not the focus of the weapon. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward, so let's have a look. We can draw the weapon by pressing triangle, and triangle is also the weapon to actually reload. We do have a melee attack by pressing circle and triangle, and this is definitely nothing you want to use to do damage, but let's say you have one of the flash flies flying around, so you could punch it in order to blind the monster. Otherwise, there won't be much use for it. Okay, you can see our special attack that is actually used by using circle. So what you do with this weapon is you place mines. So whenever the monster is toppled or exhausted, you could do that, and then you can actually shoot that. And at some point, they will explode completely. Now, reloading, as I said before, is done by using triangle. Just like the bow, the weapon is aimed by pressing L2 and then fired by pressing R2. And also the same as with the bow, you have critical range. So you will notice when you are too far away, you will do very low damage. Then here we get the out of range warning, no damage at all. And instead of the 1 point of damage when we are in critical range, we will do 6. So you can see normal ammo 1 is actually unlimited. You can use the D-pad to scroll through the different kinds of ammo. So here we have normal 2, also pretty basic. And if the monster attacks, we can simply evade, or of course put back the weapon and run if that is needed and get it back out. Now, when it comes to the ammo types, that is definitely something we should look at when the full game is out, but just to give you a short overview, there are certain types. Let's say, for instance, pierce ammo, that it will actually pierce through the monster, so you should line yourself up in a way that you can be or can at least try to have the bullet pass through the whole monster to do the max amount of damage. We have spread ammo, that's basically like a shotgun. Then we have sticky ammo that will attach to the monster and explode at some point. Of course, we have the heavy version of that. And then you have the different elements. And of course also different statuses like poison, paralysis, sleep, different kinds of ammos, exhaust to actually tire the monster, and then recover, what I mentioned before, healing the teammates, demon ammo that will buff the damage of team members, armor ammo will buff their defense. Depending on the bowgun you're using, you will only be capable of using certain amounts of ammo and certain kinds of ammo. So one bowgun might be able to use sleep ammo, the other one might be able to use poison or no status ammo at all. We also don't know yet what they mean by custom mods. As you can see, the other weapons don't have that, but the bowguns actually do have custom mods. We have one example here with the heavy bowguns, a shield mod, but considering that there are several spaces, let's assume there will be more mods coming for the bowguns. The only thing that stands out with the ammo is the dragon ammo, because that actually flies different. Let's try to aim straight. You see, it's dropping down. So far, that's the only kind of ammo where you actually have to aim in a different way in order to hit the target. So, unfortunately, that's it with the bowgun, or with the light bowgun. Not too impressive if you are looking for long combos and things like that, but it's still very effective, and I'm definitely looking forward to having gunners on the team. I myself, I'm really no range type of guy, so I might give it a try though in this game, considering that it feels a lot more fluent than in the older games. If you have any questions, as usual, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, look out for the heavy bowgun coming soon.